Okay, this is the little video I'm going to do using the Adobe Voice app. I'm going to talk about toxic masculinity and Mad Max Fury Road. Now I know the movie came out a while ago, and I'm sure it's been analyzed to death, but I still want to put my hat in the ring and come out, say a few things about it. First of all, it's an awesome movie. I absolutely love it. It's instantly became one of my top movies of all time, and of course, as I said before, it deals with a lot of feminist themes. One of those is toxic masculinity, and if you're not familiar with toxic masculinity, it's this idea that men trade some of their autonomy and freedom in order to gain a little bit of power, but the trade-off is that men must adhere to a strict set of rules that if they step outside of those boundaries, they fall out of power. Another benefit that men receive from the toxic masculinity system is that they are allowed to exercise violence over others and maintain a place of authority. So, what I liked about Fury Road is that they did something rather clever in that toxic masculinity is actually toxic to the men in that society. You'll see that all the war boys, for example, have tumors on their body. We learn through, filmmakers' notes and that sort of thing that the lifestyles that they lead, their jobs are to maintain the machines, to deal with toxic substances all the time in order to maintain their equipment and work on the cars and stuff like that. And that is what it literally is killing them at a fast rate. At one point you hear one of the war boys say to Nux that, you're at the end of your half-life. Well, war boys have half-lives instead of full lives because of the dangerous lives they lead. And this does tie into another aspect of toxic masculinity, which is that men are somewhat expendable. They accept higher risks, a more violent, volatile lifestyle in order for the rewards that society gives them. Honestly, it's something that I struggle with a lot. I've had a lot of experiences growing up where I didn't fall into the mold. I didn't see the reason behind a lot of the typical male activities. It just didn't click with me. So to see it so blatantly used, to see these men as the film portrays them, both as sympathetic and as manipulated by the society to accept their role, to accept the gifts that role can provide, and also accept the early death that they know that they have. This is what takes them to such extremes. It makes it so easy for them to accept their death in battle and to embrace it because they feel they have no other choice. So that really resonated with me, and of course I think about that sort of thing a lot. I think about this film a lot, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, they made the idea of toxic masculinity, yes. They made the idea of toxic masculinity entirely blatant, in that it's toxic, it's carcinogenic in their society to be a man. You are going to die early, you are going to accept your rank, you're going to accept your duties, and you're going to perform them as long as you're able, but it's not going to be very long because of the way the society treats men and accepts their role. So, yeah, I was kind of fascinated by this, so I hope you are too, and that is today's Lunch Brain. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. My name's Marshall Edwards, and this has been Lunch Brain. If you want to comment on the ideas in the video, you can do so below, and we will have a discussion. Thank you very much, and I will see you again next time.